Okay, everyone. Thank you. I'm Mark Strauss. I've been asked to do the most important person here today, Livia Strauss. I know what I'm talking about. I met her first day in 9th grade, and here we are. In the year 2000, our collection had been touring for several years to museums, and I was getting ready to get a storage facility. And Livia said I couldn't do that. We had to use the art to educate, to enlighten people, and we wanted to find a location where we can make a difference and help revitalize a community. And Livia picked Peekskill and has devoted herself to this since 2001. Thank you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. It is an honor to have you here for this momentous event. We are proud of what we've accomplished thanks to the Downtown Revitalization Initiative as our state's downtowns are brought back to life. We celebrate not just this completed project, but the continued commitment to strengthening downtowns across New York State. Enlighten Peekskill is a three-prong undertaking encompassing illuminating sculptures, lighting the path from the MTA train station to downtown, murals that cohesively reflect on the history and diversity of our city, and art installations along Route 9 to opine on the extraordinary geographic beauty of the region. The Five Elements Arches becoming a major community project involving well over 2,000 students. I call on my project colleagues to stand and to be recognized for their vision and for their tireless commitment. Robin Klein, Larry D'Amico. Where are you, Larry? Oh. Christine Knowlton and Candace Winter. Candace, where are you? Oh, good. Okay. There are many individuals who worked hard to make this all happen. Sarah Pasty, our tireless administrator. Please, Sarah. Peter Irwin, our city liaison. Adrian Halverson and his colleagues at HCR, and John Sharp, who hosts us here today, and so many more people and organizations. It truly, truly took a village for the vision to reach this point. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce a leader who, alongside Governor Hochul, has been instrumental in supporting communities like ours. He has served in many capacities, representing Brooklyn while in the New York State Assembly, operating his own business, and now representing the entire state. As New York's 69th Secretary of State, he has been a strong advocate for revitalization efforts that empower local communities and help them thrive. Join me in welcoming Secretary of State, Walter T. Mosley.
I'm sorry. All right. Before I give my brief remarks, happy Pride. All right. Happy Immigrant Heritage Month. All right. And I can't say this without getting a big round of applause. Nixon 5. On behalf of Governor Kathy Hochul, it's a great honor to be back in Peekskill and in the Hudson Valley. I want to thank Dr. Livia Strauss for inviting me and our team for taking me on this wonderful tour of the trail and the fantastic art installations throughout. Before that, Mayor McKenzie gave us a great progress tour of many of the projects under the DRI that we funded through our program, which is one of the department's flagship economic development programs, along with our New York Forward program, which is a program which is adjusted to smaller townships, villages, and municipalities. Before I begin my brief remarks, I'd also like to thank and acknowledge Dr. Mark Strauss, co-founder of Hudson Valley MoCA, along with his beautiful wife and bride, Livia. Assembly member Dana Levensberg. I remember last time we were here, we were at the theater, right, for the other portion of our DRI initiative. Obviously, Westchester County Executive Ken Jenkins, my dear friend. Also, Council Member Beverly Chang. Where's Beverly? Oh. Our REDC co-chair, Dr. Marsha Gordon. Where's Marsha? She leave? Okay. And last but certainly not least, again, as I mentioned before, your one and only Vivian McKenzie. So we're here because of you. Nothing special that I did as secretary, but because of you. You believe in this community. Many of you are lifelong members or multi-generational. Some of you are transplants from the city. Some of you are transplants from another state. But this is your community, something that you believe in making your community a better place to live, work, and visit. Peekskill history, as you know, is similar to many other municipalities that I've been able to see across our great state, where industry was the major economic driving force. But as industries left, towns struggled. They struggled hard. Some of them, most of them have come back, some of them have not. They suffered from high vacancies, blighted downtowns, dilapidated and abandoned buildings. But I'm proud to say that Peekskill has bounced back, finding its footing in the arts. Now, as a former artist myself, I got accepted in music and art and design. I can appreciate art in a different way from a public service perspective, understanding how art can bring communities that much closer together. So it's no wonder why Peekskill, an embracing community, has embraced so many artists from all over the world who live here, who call this place home. Because you know public arts has the power to transform lives, spaces, to celebrate local cultures, and create lasting connections between residents and visitors alike. Through the DRI, New York is helping communities like Peekskill invest in projects that reflect their unique character and strengthen their sense of place. The completion of these public art installations, featuring 12 murals and 4 sculptures by 46 artists, some trained, some untrained, some from here, some from as far as California and New York City, young and old. But the completion of these art installation projects enhances Peekskill's vibrant art scene. It beautifies the downtown, and it helps create a more welcoming and dynamic destination for everyone who wants to come here. Now, during my tour, my art installation tour, I saw people taking pictures and pausing and reflecting because they say art is in the eye of the beholder, correct? It has different meanings for different people. It has the power to draw people in, to make them think, and likewise, to keep them here downtown just a little longer, to spend a little bit more money. And that's how DRI is supposed to work. Arts and cultures are just one piece of the revitalization puzzle. A cohesive plan includes housing, streetscapes, and walkability plans, along with effective public-private partnerships. Peekskill is doing all of these things, and that's why today is a reason to celebrate. And we are formally cutting the ribbon on Enlighten Peekskill as a series of public arts installations throughout downtown and its connections to the historical, scenic, local waterfront. So I want you all to give yourselves a round of applause for a job well done. And as you know, in addition to the art installation, our other Our projects include, as we're all well aware, the creating of the Peekskill Plaza, the improving of the connection between pedestrian and cyclists between downtown and the waterfront, revitalization of the Paramount Theater, the enhancing of Pugsley Park, and the creating of wayfinding, improving lighting in the beautiful downtown area. A winning combination, if I may say so, of these projects are aimed at making Peekskill a more inviting and welcoming community, if that's even possible. But none of this would be possible without Governor Hochul's support. Her commitment to the DRI and New York Forward programs have been instrumental in seeing downtowns throughout our state come back to life. And she's been steadfast since day one in her efforts to help all New Yorkers, especially in times when affordability issues are plaguing almost every New Yorker. From gas prices to electricity rates to rising grocery bills, she has been fighting to make the state more affordable place to live, work, and ultimately thrive. And she won that fight, as you know, with this last state budget that was just passed a few weeks ago, because you're now going to see promises that were made, but now promises that are going to be kept. You're going to see energy rebate checks in the mail. You're going to see lower auto insurance rates. And you're going to see expanded universal child care and pre-K services. So good things are to celebrate. And I say that there are a lot of good things to celebrate all year around. The train is never this long when I'm on it. I swear, it's definitely like half the cars when I'm in Penn Station. But without your work that came before all of this, none of this is possible. And as such, I just want to thank the Department of State staff, especially our revitalization specialists, Susan Landfried and Amanda Wild, who are going to be here to help you through the remaining steps of the DRI process. I implore you to keep reaching out to them and using them. And lastly, on behalf of Governor Hochul, I just want to congratulate the city of Peekskill and Hudson Valley, MoCA, for a job well done. I look forward to coming back and seeing all of these projects completed in its totality. So, on behalf of the DOS, and thanking you once again personally for allowing us to be of service to you, I thank the city of Peekskill and the greater Hudson Valley community for all that you have done, not only for this community and this region, but for other communities to see how proper economic development should be done. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Secretary Mosley. That was beautiful. Assembly Member Dana Levenberg represents the 95th District in New York's Hudson Valley. Her experience as a community worker led her to advocacy, public service, and then to elected office. Dana served as Assemblywoman Sandy Galiff's Chief of Staff, as well as 9 years on the Ossining School Board. During her tenure as Ossining Town Supervisor, she focused on building healthy communities, economically, environmentally, physically, mentally, improving roads, parks, and open spaces, much as we have done in Peekskill's Pugsley Park, with its meandering paths and art banners, thanks again to DRI funding. Dana also served on a number of boards or advisory boards throughout the region, including the Sing Sing Prison Museum, Historic Hudson River Towns, and T-Town. And Dana understands the power of art to express communal feelings and to address communal issues. Recently, she spoke passionately at the damage that gun violence does to individuals, to families, to friends, and communities. This in her introduction of the exhibition in Albany, The Taken and the Left Behind, by our own Peekskill artist, Sharon Rubenstein. Please join me in welcoming Assembly Member Dana Levenberg.
Usually I just get my name. So thank you so much, Dr. Strauss. I really appreciate it. This is an amazing turnout here today for an incredible community that I am so, so proud to represent. And I just want to thank the Secretary of State for coming here today to talk about the benefit that DRI money has brought to this wonderful city. Having worked for Sandy Galiff, my predecessor, before, I had the honor and the privilege of getting to understand what the REDC, Regional Economic Development process was from the ground up when it really first started, and when Governor Hochul was our lieutenant governor and made the tour, and really, she was really in charge of the whole program, and understanding that and learning about it from the office of Assemblymember Galiff really gave me, I think, like a leg up even as a town supervisor. What was possible? How do we bring money back into our communities from New York State? And what is so wonderful about the REDC process is that it really is the local driving the conversation, saying what it is that you need here for your community to make your community tick, to make it better, and to really improve upon it. So that's what Peekskill has been doing now for a number of years, because these grants don't just pop up and suddenly all the money is floats down, and it doesn't work like that at all. It takes time, it takes stamina, perseverance, and certainly the city of Peekskill has that in your leadership, from the mayor to the city council members to the administrator, the city manager, Matt Alexander, and all of the rest of you who have been so involved in this process. And I also just want to say that I mentioned before to Livia that I come from a family of artists. My mother is an artist. My mother-in-law is an artist. My sister-in-law, my sister. I have a family of artists, so I really understand the human benefit of art, not only for the artists and their ability to express themselves through a variety of media, but also for those who receive the art, who experience the art, and live it. And having this art in the community, bringing people closer, understanding the history, understanding the trains and their schedules. That is what this project is all about. And taking people from the train station up into the downtown, into the heart of Peekskill. That's what the doors right here kind of acknowledge, a welcoming, a coming and a going, and I think, you know, all of the 5 elements, which has been up now for a number of years, but such an incredible project, and shout out to the 2 wonderful artists who got that to go. I know we were actually helpful in getting the DOT to say, come on now, we can get this done. Yes, we approve it. Go, put those up. These are all things that we need, and we can only do it by all working together. So again, congratulations to Peekskill, congratulations to the artists and all of the groups that brought this art into Peekskill, and let's hope that it does its job in keeping Peekskill moving in that direction and making sure that we acknowledge history, acknowledge art, and the benefit to all that this all brings us. Thank you very much.
Committed to public service and the principles of democracy, safety, education, technology, and community engagement, Westchester County Executive Ken Jenkins took office in January 2025 as the 10th county executive. He served as deputy county executive under George Latimer, where he played a key role in advancing county-wide initiatives. Many of those initiatives addressing the power of the arts educationally and as an economic driver, with many of these initiatives in partnership and collaboration with Arts Westchester in its role advocating for the arts. Prior to that, he was a distinguished member of the Westchester County Board of Legislators from February 2007 until December 2017. Serving 4 years as chairman and championing policies that shaped the region's growth and inclusivity. Ken has worked to cut taxes, build affordable housing, protect women's rights to choose, reduce crime, secure tax breaks for veterans, restore aging infrastructure, and protecting the environment. Ever committed to public service, he has championed the needs of middle-class families, earning a reputation as a fierce advocate for his constituents through his relentless dedication. Peekskill's DRI Public Art Initiative, placing art in public spaces, giving residents a home to be proud of, speak to the heart of what Ken Jenkins has always fought for. Join me in welcoming our County Executive, Ken Jenkins, to the podium.
All right, so I know that was a super generous introduction. Thank you so much, Dr. Strauss. At the end of the day, we all want to say the same thing. So first, when we think about the governor and Governor Hochul, and certainly we want to make sure to give another shout out for our Secretary of State, a really good friend of ours, Walter Mosley. Let's give it up another round of applause for him and Governor Hochul and being able to do this with all of our colleagues in government that are doing this. I will be so proud because I am looking at so many great things that happen around the county and being able to stand out in front of the train station and look out over the beautiful Hudson. It is one of the most beautiful places that we have on our water. Because if I said it was the beautiful place, then my friends in Austin would get like a little ticked off and that kind of thing, because news travels fast, right? And we're going to work on the map. We'll make sure for Upstate Art Weekend we'll add in Peekskill, right? We're going to pencil it in, right? But the reality is that because of the investment in the DRI, as well as momentum funds, to continue to have Peekskill moving forward, this is a great opportunity. Whenever I think about my colleagues in government in the county level, and with your legislator, Colin Smith, and certainly with former legislator and former mayor, John Testa, hanging out with us as well. Make sure you give a round of applause for him. And this Enlighten Peekskill opportunity with this the public art project is just another example of Peekskill's continuing moving forward. The investments that are made, the artists that participated in this, the trailblazing that happens, connecting to the park, to the pier, to the downtown, to the theater, to a new park in downtown, to make sure that we continue to have things moving forward. This is an example of the renaissance that Peekskill continues on. The art is not just the art, the visual art that we have here, that Peekskill has become a hub for our digital arts, and in the background to do all of the back work for movies that happen right here in Peekskill. So we have to continue to make sure that things are moving forward. So from the county's perspective, we are certainly proud to be a part of being able to help say, keep going, Peekskill. And then making sure that we're continuing to partner with the city of Peekskill, and including Kathy Talbot as well, right? All right, give it up for Kathy Talbot as well, who's hanging out there. I know that because of this investment, because of Governor Hochul, the Secretary of State Mosley, and the continuing movement of the people in Peekskill, all of the professionals working together on partnership, because Peekskill's tremendous history during this particular time of year when we're recognizing the 250th year of America and Westchester's neutral ground portion of it, and all of the stages along the way to recognize whether it's Robeson or whether everything that we have happened here in Peekskill, that this particular public art display and an enlightening Peekskill is going to be fantastic. And before I go, I gotta say, Nixon 5.
I wish I had another hour to just thank all the people who have been involved in this. It's been an enormous undertaking, and so many people have been part of the process over the years. The museum is now over 20 years old, and we've seen so many changes in the city, so many different mayors. And there are tales we have to tell. John Testa and I have a lot of stories that we could share easily. And Mary Foster, who's here, her support for doing all of these sculptures on the waterfront, everybody was in it for the benefit of Peekskill. Which brings me to somebody else who's in it just for the benefit of Peekskill. It is my pleasure to now introduce the mayor of Peekskill, Vivian McKenzie. a proud Peekskillian, an accomplished businesswoman, the proud owner of the legendary Kathleen's Tea Room, an advocate for the art, and a thoughtful champion for the city she has been so committed to as a resident and as a leader. When I needed a partner to lend a helping hand in doing a grant presentation, it was Mayor McKenzie that I turned to, just as much as when I needed a catered affair for some healthy sustenance. Mayor McKenzie has been a steadying force in leading the Common Council. When my colleagues and I offered presentations on proposed works, she provided a firm base to listen to varied opinions, to take in communal concerns, to be sure that this public project, Enlighten Peekskill, would be all that it can be, something that the city of Peekskill and the region could be proud of. I call on our mayor. There it goes, the horn. Call the mayor. To offer her words of wisdom as she leads us in a toast and in the ribbon cutting to inaugurate Enlighten Peekskill, an art trail to illuminate, to make connections with all of our community.
Thank you, everyone. The completion of Enlighten Peekskill is a powerful reminder of how public art can bring people together, celebrate our community's identity, and transform the way residents and visitors experience our city. From the illuminated sculptures connecting our Metro North Station to downtown, to the murals that showcase the culture, history, and creativity, this project reflects the vibrant artistic spirit that makes Peekskill so special. We are grateful to Governor Kathy Hochul, Secretary of State Walter Mosley, partners at Hudson Valley MoCA for recognizing the importance of investing in arts and culture as a catalyst for economic development and community pride. Enlighten Peekskill not only beautifies our city, but also strengthens the connection between our downtown and waterfront, supporting local businesses and creating an even more welcoming destination for all who live, work, and visit here. I want to say thank you to our staff and recognize our staff, because without the City of Peekskill staff, this would not have come to fruition. Our Director of Planning, Carol Samuel, our Economic Developer, Matthew Rudikoff. There's so many Matts, I get them all confused. Our City Manager, Matthew Alexander, our Planning Director, well, not Director, our Planning Person, Peter. Our council people that are here today, Councilwoman Beverly Chang and Councilwoman Kathy Talbot, as well as all of our council people. I also want to recognize Mr. Joe Schroeder in the back, because as the person before us said, these projects have started not in this administration, but they have started way back when John Testa was mayor, back when Mary Foster was mayor, and back. It's just that we're able to continue these programs and make sure that as each administration changes, that we're looking at what's best for the city to make sure that these projects get done. And so I'm proud to stand here to say that these projects are getting done. We're thankful to the state, and we're thankful to all of you as artists who come and make our city so beautiful. So with that being said, let's cut this ribbon and get this going.
Whoa.
Okay. She can use it now. Whoop. Did she want to say something or not?
Did she? She's not saying anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Count it down.
3, 2,
1.
Yay!
So what's next?
How can we let people know that there's Prosecco?
Yeah.
Oh,